Enjoyed this week's episode, and please like this video, share with your friends and dock mates, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us get more viewers like you.
Well, hello there. Welcome back aboard Yara. While all the whale jokes, you may be asking. Well, let me tell you. Just kidding. No, it's pretty funny though, right? Like, come on, whale. You could, like, so many cool marketing things you could do, whale. Well, today we are going to try to get that set up to be installed on our vertical little bulkhead right here. And it's wet. I got my little jacket drying on the heater. It is really wet and cold out today. What is that? Why is there a drip? Weird. We've got the whole boat tarped and I see weird drips that really shouldn't be there. Anyway, that's not what we're focusing on. Today I'm going to mount the board that the pump assembly kit is going to be mounted to. So, kind of baking a cake. This is our crust, or our first layer, and then we're going to layer that. Actually, these are our first layer. We're going to try to mount this piece of HDPE. I still got to cut it to size. We're going to mount that to that without drilling any more holes into the boat. Fingers crossed. That's the hope. That's the plan. The captive nuts seem to have worked for the water tank base supports. So I'm going to try to do captive nuts for this as well. So yeah, first things first though, I marked this out. So I've got, I'm going to mount the pump and the plate to the HDPE, and I marked it out to where there's like an even half-inch reveal all the way around. So the pump and stuff is going to sit on there like that, and then there'll be an even half-inch reveal because we can use our router to router over the edge and make it look all nice and professional. Well, as nice and professional as we are here on Yara. So that's the plan though. First I'm going to get that cut to size. Then I'm going to drill holes for our hardware. Then I'm going to figure out how to glue it to the side of the boat without it being permanent and without adding new holes to the boat. That's the plan. Those are the goals. Let's get down to it, and I'll bring you along and we'll show you as things progress like we normally do. All right, let's go. Okay. Only a slight change in plans for where we're going to mount the freshwater system, pressure pump, and accumulator kit. This guy right here. So before, I was mocking it up with just this, these two things, this guy and this plate. And I was going to have it lower down in there. So, but that, because it's a half-inch bigger on all sides, it doesn't fit quite as nice down in there. So I'm going to actually have to move it up and mount it where the top is going to be here and it's going to go down. Because I don't want to cover that hole, that through hole there, and I don't want to cause any chafe. I don't want to cover that, and I don't want to cover that. So the next thing I need to do is get this mounted there without drilling any holes. And I'm gonna get that set up and I'll show you the plan so we can walk through that together. So this board is gonna be, it's HDPE, half-inch thick. It's gonna be mounted there with these glued to the side of the boat, or that bulkhead there. That's the plan. So our G-Flex epoxy, mix up that on our little mixing tray there. Spread it out on our hardware. And then put that there with those clamps to push it against the hole. So the clamp is going to go from here to our piece, and that'll hold it in place to let it dry. That's the plan. So here's our setup. So haven't mixed up the epoxy yet, but I've got the petroleum jelly right there on the ends of where I don't want epoxy to get into, so I can undo these screws. That one needs a little bit of finessing, but I left it proud because as I squeeze it against the hole, it'll hopefully get into where the screw is. So all of them have that little dollop of topping on them. I've taped off down around each one of these because I don't want epoxy on this material either. And of course we've taped off where we don't want epoxy on the bulkhead too. So next step is mix up the epoxy. Yeah, that's it. And then pray that this works. Well, mix up the epoxy. I've got this ready to go. I'm just gonna dabble a bunch on these little pads here. And then once I've got the epoxy dabbed on the pads go on the hole. Yeah, that's the plan. And then we squish it against the hole with the clamps. All right, well, again, this is kind of new territory. Wish me luck. All right, let's do it. Okay, well, it's on there. I don't really know if the petroleum jelly is gonna work, but no turning back now. So there we go. So I got a clamp here, pushed over, like expanded. It's kind of hard to see with all the pipes and wiring and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Clamp, pushed. There's one here, pushing over. And then this corner kind of came off a little bit, so I kind of clamped it down. And there's our hardware in there. So now the idea should be, if petroleum jelly does its job, after this dries, I should be able to pull out these screws and pull that bracket off. That's the plan. All right, well, I'm gonna call that done. I think it looks pretty cool though. And it's level. As level as it, like, boat level. The bubbles within the lines, not perfectly within the lines, so. All right, well, that's all I needed to do for today. And I'm gonna call it at that, because I wanted to, I'm probably not gonna be at the boat tomorrow, so I wanted this to just dry up while I'm not here. So then I'll come back and we'll actually install the pump itself. Okay, well, that was fun. It's you know, it's just it's a big project. It's a big project. This I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably overthinking stuff and over engineering stuff, but I'm also having kind of fun with it too. Kind of new, kind of different. I could have just screwed that thing into the bulkhead. Made 4 more holes in the boat and called it good, but I don't know. This was fun, and if it works out, I got a story to tell, and you guys might have learned something. So it's win-win-win. All right, but that's it for today. These fumes are strong. That G-Flex epoxy is no joke. I'm gonna get out of the boat. This is a yacht of love. Thank you for watching. We'll keep going. See you on the next time. See you on the next time. See you in the next one. All right, these fumes. Bye bye.